Welcome guys, welcome to Daily Crypto Trading. Today we're going to do a TA of Bitcoin. In this moment we are seeing an ascending triangle for Bitcoin, which is a bullish formation. We also see in the Elliott wave triangle, we are seeing the barrier, which is also a bullish formation. We are seeing a decreasing volume, not a bullish momentum. However, because it's decreasing, is also building tension. So we might see some kind of a big spike in the volume to the upside. We might see price up to $52,000. Let's not waste any time, guys, and let's dive into it and analyze. And as mentioned before, guys, we are in this beautiful ascending triangle. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means a lot of buyers and sellers are waiting for a breakout, are waiting for this breakout to happen. Ascending triangle is as a breakout pattern for a continuation, for an uptrend or a reversal, right? Not only that, we are also seeing a double V pattern, a double bottom. Let me just show you guys in a second. Now we are seeing this pattern, right? This is a double pattern. Now what we need at the moment is a breakout, because once we have this breakout, like I said, buyers and sellers are aggressively waiting for this to put orders in at the moment. Now we have a straight line. Now this line here there's a lot, we call this a supply zone. There's a lot of supply at this area at the moment, so there's a lot of resistance. However, we are testing the resistance all the time, and it is getting narrower and narrower, as you guys are seeing, because our support right now is increasing. Now that is why we call this a breakout pattern to the uptrend, right? So there's a high probability once this break to the upside, we will see big gains. We can see prices up to 55,000. I believe it's 55. Oh, not too optimistic. $53,000. All right, and this will go pretty fast if we see a breakout. But because we need to see this breakout, we need volume. Now, what do I mean by we need volume? Well, if you guys are looking at the volume bar right over here, we are seeing something, right? We are seeing a decreasing volume. Now you might say, well, that's a bad thing. Well, usually it is, but because the price action is also decreasing, it's not increasing that much, that is all right. What if the price action was going up like this and the volume was decreasing? I will say, you know what, that is a bad signal. I am out of this trade and I will re-enter when things are calm. But for the moment, we are seeing a price action which is decreasing. Now, once we see this decreasing volume, right, that is a build up. We call this a build up for spike, because then the average volume will be something like that, and there will be a huge amount of volume coming in, right? And we will see a big candlestick coming in, and then FOMO kicking and all these kind of things, right? Retail just jumping back into the price, and then we will have a breakdown before we see some kind of retracement, before we see a continuation. That is usually what happens. This is a high probability for this pattern to unfold like this. Now, is a guarantee? Of course not. We are traders, not gamblers, but there's a high probability for this. And like ascending triangle, we have what we call a barrier, an Elliott wave triangle, which is also a breakout pattern and a bullish formation. All right, I'm not going to explain you again with the line and formation zone because I already did, but it's the same thing which is going on. All right, we have this support right now, which is the liquidity from buyers putting their money in, right, getting down, and we have this supply zone which is getting thinner and thinner, right? So we have this breakout getting ready. We have this decreasing volume building this tension to break out, right? So at the moment, I will say 70% chance for a breakout, a high probability for breakout. Now there's no guarantee at all. We can go down, and if we go down right to the, let me just do something that if we go down to the downside instead, we will see prices all the way down to 29,000 to 30,000. Be aware of that, guys. We are not gamblers, we are traders. Now, however, there's a 30% chance for this. My money will go for long at the moment, because that is what I am seeing at the moment. Not only that, we are seeing in the RSI, in the daily chart, we are seeing that the RSI is above 50. Now, what do I always say? All right, what most traders do not know is once we are above 50, that is when we are in an uptrend. All right, when we are below it, we are in downtrend. However, in the RSI stock, we are oversold, so we could see some price down, right? Losing some action before we see a breakout. However, once we break this line, guys, yeah, then we can aim for this $55,000 for Bitcoin. Not only that, just look at the VPVR in the daily. If you have a chart, just look at it. I mean, we have a lot of resistance here, a lot of support here. I mean, it's just showing this beautiful triangle, this ascending triangle, how this works, right? So once we break this, there's a lot of, as you guys see, a lot of action, a lot of volatility at this area, a lot of activities. They say once we break that, then look guys, absolutely nothing, right? And then we can use this as a support before we have this small, again, small resistance and an uptrend continuation to higher high. All right, this is what we need. We need to do a higher high. Very important. At the moment we have a higher low, but we need a higher high. If we look at the weekly chart instead, exactly the same story with this formation, ascending triangle, barrier and all that, falling volume. We need to see this spike. However, what we're also seeing, we are not above the 15 RSI. We are almost kissing it, as you guys see. We're kissing it, but we're not there. Once we have this breakout and we are above this in the weekly, that is very bullish. And if you look at the RSI stock, we have been oversold, and this is the accumulation area, and now we are getting into the overbought area. That will be great, because then we will push the price above, right? So we're not above yet, which is perfect. Look at the MACD pretty fast. We are looking for a reversal, and guys, look, it's getting narrower. We are crossing over to a reversal soon enough. So in my opinion, there's a high probability for a reversal and for this 53,000 Bitcoin to happen. A first look at the fear and greed index. We are at 40 now. We haven't seen 40 for a long time. We have been fear, extreme fear. We have been below 40, which have pushed the price down. Now, what is happening at the moment is people are getting more of this FOMO that we might see a higher high. We might see new high prices. A lot of bullish sentiment will again be in crypto, right? So it will push the price to the upside, right? So people who have been following know that I am trying to accumulate in the downside. I have been saying this for years, that once we're in fear, I will just accumulate, buy, and when we're getting in this greed again, I will sell off. At the moment, we are not in greed, we are still in fear, but we are moving towards greed. Once we are to greed, that will actually also push the price upside, right? I won't sell at greed. I will just wait so people just FOMO in, put more liquidity in, and then I might sell some. But for the moment, I'm just accumulating more Bitcoin and some of the altcoins I have been talking about in the channel. At the moment, it is looking good, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy my content, guys, subscribe to the channel, like this video, help me tremendous. Hit this alert button, join our free Telegram group, guys. So yeah, see you in the Telegram group.